Welcome to Southwest University Park in El Paso, Texas. The temperatures may be a bit lower now, but the stakes have never been higher. Win and you're in. Tonight, El Paso hosts Austin, and one of these teams will be clinching a USL Championship playoff berth. Welcome to Southwest University Park. I am Duke Keith, and it is Win and You're In. Absolutely beautiful October evening in El Paso, Texas. We're ready for fireworks after the game, but first some fireworks on it. It is El Paso Locomotive FC versus Austin Bold FC. Both of these teams tied in the standings with 46 points, so a win for either side clinches them a berth in the USL Championships playoffs. As for Mark Lowry and El Paso Locomotive FC, it has been a long road to get here with a few bumps along the way, but it was Coach Lowry's his thing at the very start of the season. He wanted to see his team at least be poised to make a push for the playoffs. You can certainly say they have been doing exactly that. Some of their best soccer as of late. As we go back to Wednesday, early in the second half, 53rd minute, Chiro and Toko hits the back of the net to give Locomotive FC the lead. Fresno answers back. 66th minute. Wait did you get a load of this one? Juan Cafa, the ageless wonder, a beautiful free kick ties the match at one apiece. That silenced the crowd. But in the 90th minute, guess who? It wasn't a brace for the orthodontist, but it was the next best thing. A game winner. Right place, right time, off the deflection, sealing the 2-1 victory over Fresno FC. This week, Coach Lowry singing the Belgian defender's praises, singing it's a bonus when your hard-nosed defender gets you a goal, and of course, Kiesewetter with the match winner. Good to see him get that goal, his 12th of the season. More importantly, El Paso's playing the type of game they want to play, and they played it for a full 90 minutes. Not bad for this time of the year. Fresno, a little tougher, and El Paso played up to their potential. Then in Reno, another clean sheet for Logan Ketterer, but it was a clean sheet for the other side too, a 0-0 draw. That sets up this evening. If either El Paso or Austin come up with 3 points, they clinch a playoff berth. Locomotive and Austin Bold come in with 46 points apiece in the standings. A win means they are in, and it's a very good look for the USL Championship, with both El Paso and Austin making a playoff push as expansion teams. For Austin, though, it's not just a berth they're playing for. It's a person. Their desire to get a win and clinch a playoff spot certainly fueled by the recent unexpected passing of forward promise Isaac. Isaac was a player who made an esteemed impact on the club and all of the United Soccer League. Isaac earned a silver medal in the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing, appearing in all 6 matches for the Nigerian U23 team, captaining 4 of those matches. Our hearts go out to Isaac's family and the entire Austin Bold community. Rest in peace, number 11. Lowry, the 4-4-2, as Mark Lowry and Locomotive FC with a 12-9-10 record. Last went scoreless in a match in Phoenix. They lost 6-0 to Phoenix Rising FC. That was on July 19th. They have scored in every match they've played. It is feast or famine for this bold lineup. They are more than likely to multiple goals. On both sides of that. So this Austin Bold lineup can certainly put the ball in the back of the net. This season, 47, but we are just about under. So interesting to see both the Sebas, right and left side. Sebastian Velasquez on the right, Sebastian Contreras on the left. And I would think that Mark Lowry's working a little bit in from the wings from that. He's certainly expecting Austin, I think, to be pretty vertical this evening. Josue Soto loses a handle on that pass. Solid work by Brian Rebellon, the Colombiano. Up for Defender of the Year, one of 3. At USLChampionship.com, you can put in your vote. And the man in Richie Ryan's absence, Yuma. Javier Monsalves Carazo. I'd want a 2-syllable name after all of that, too. Yuma holding things down in that number 6 role in the absence of Richie Ryan, who we understand is already practicing. Man's got a hairline fracture near his ankle. And we were told his season might be done. He is already up. And the 34-year-old Irishman working to get back into this Locomotive lineup. He'd love to do that with a playoff berth. Here's Chiro and Toko, long switch. James Giffey not able to get that, but out it'll come. Ten clean sheets on the season, that is tied for second in the USL Championship. Along with Matt Pickens out of Nashville. Of course, everybody chasing Zach Lubin of Phoenix Rising FC. Alone. Like Lima and Kleber, who have both played at the highest levels of the Brazilian game. For Lima, 13 seasons in Serie A in Brazil. Try a long pass into the middle, easily swallowed up by Chiro and Toko. A little more direct tonight, perhaps. And an easy give back to the keeper. As Gustavo Ricci. And that'll roll into touch for Austin. Some early challenges for Nick Ross. And that'll win Austin a free kick. Callum Malice, fellow Scotsman, will restart things here. A bit far out, but sometimes restarts have given Locomotive FC problems. Malice, apparently lots of jostling. And referee Luzier already having to blow that whistle. And that one will trickle harmlessly into Ketterer. Yuma the long switch. Kiffy will send it back, but that didn't go where he wanted it to. Trying to send it back to Fox. Another throw in for Bold. And Malice will leave off for Sean McFarlane. As we pointed out from Marcelo Serrano, feast or famine for this Bold lineup. Locomotive trying to do some feasting early. Sebastian Velasquez getting his way through. Quite a bit in Russia, but a big opportunity right off the bat earned by Sebastian Velasquez. Velasquez and Contreras standing over the ball. Either one. Pick your poison. Diego Restrepo has some work to do to try and set his wall. But you have two of the more dangerous free kick artists on this Locomotive squad, both standing, both capable of putting it in from that distance, and Restrepo picks the middle. Let's see who takes it. It will be Contreras, and over the wall out. Challenged, and it'll be a throw-in for El Paso. Giacomazzi knew where that one was headed, and he gets a piece of the throw-in as well. Ross, anybody's ball, but Ross holding his position. Contreras to help him out. Nice back heel. Keeps it in play to Yuma. Locomotive trying to switch, but Restrepo. Seasons with SAFC, named the 2017 Championship Goalkeeper of the Year 2 seasons ago. Certainly, Serrano and assistants Ryan Thompson, Arturo Sanchez, in the front office, Bobby Epstein, Roberto Silva, have put some money into this Bold lineup, which makes it a rather bold lineup. Here's Kiffy. Kiffy who basically set it up for Kiesewetter to finish on a platter last Wednesday, a couple of Wednesdays ago, and that's offside. Line. But it was Kiesewetter's beautiful touch. Right foot to trap, left foot to turn, spin, and put it in on net. That forced the Fresno goalkeeper to make a challenge and parry it right back into the waiting path of Kiesewetter. That one is bounced away by Ketterer. Been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest in select products and special offers, visit selectsportamerica.com. Select products. Decides to go to the right. Seba Contreras will draw the contact from Saramutin. Austin Bolt not afraid to challenge, not afraid to foul. 413 fouls in the season coming in. They've conceded 454. And Kiffey will earn a throw. Bounced off of Risi. To Contreras. Rather, Velasquez ranging way back. Now to Yuma. Trying to switch it off to the right to Intoko, the team captain. Scored his first goal. Here's Fox. Rolled into space for Kiffey. Can he get there first? No. Can he stay with it? He's in front of that. That's trying to get out of trouble as McFarland. And he does. Great work by McFarland, but that'll be a foul. And he does. Great work by McFarland. Great work by Rebellon to thread a needle. Get it out of trouble, and here is Ross to Velasquez. Bit of a bouncer for Fox to deal with, and challenging him immediately. To no avail is Tuamasi. Now Velasquez will lift it up. Easily handled by Austin, but a bit of a dangerous back pass. Josue Soto will just give it back to El Paso. Right at the halfway line in Toko. And now Contreras on the right. Contreras with a left-footed knock, looking far post. Far post. And here is Lima. Lying in wait deep, but 12 goals in the season. That matches Jerome Kiesewetter's 12. Lima, the 34-year-old Brazilian. You read down his resume, and if he were a man in uniform, the ribbons and the epaulettes would just be all up and down the sleeve and on the shoulder and everywhere else. Highly decorated. McFarland loses a handle on it a bit, but gets it back. Challenging Fox will roll one. Jiro Ntoko puts it back. And Locomotive FC playing out of the back. Always entering a throw-in. That is the way Mark Lowry likes it. USL unveiled its elite youth platform, the USL Academy, allowing clubs at all levels across the United Soccer Leagues to develop their local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information visit uslsoccer.com/academy. El Paso Locomotive will be there. It's a bit of an all-star team. Here's Malice challenging from the left. You roll it back to Soto. Tries to cross. With Bob Bigney, Locomotive FC. My oft-times broadcast partner Michael Balogun, all a part of that effort. Good collection of all-star talent. You can see Locomotive FC with 4 players from the area in this. That one sent into the box. Bit of Rebellon gives it an escort over El Paso's left sideline. But building for the future, that's what Bob Bigney and El Paso Locomotive FC are trying to do with youth teams here in El Paso. Of course, FC Dallas Academy has done such a great job. What a pipeline of players. Ricardo Pepe, of course, 16 years old, signing a professional contract to play for FCD. As well as spending time with North Texas SC, that is FCD's USL League One partner. Shoved rudely to the ground by Tuamasi. Came into challenge. Bit of a hard touch for Tuamasi. Locomotive FC covering things but blowing things up in turn. Good work by McFarland. Chiro Ntoko sees it through. Nice feed back and forth, trying to spring Kiesewetter up the. Loose ball. Velasquez stays on his feet. Room to roam. Velasquez looking for some help from Kiesewetter. Rolls it into space. Kiesewetter. Fans, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL excited to announce the championship in League One will remain with the worldwide leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL, and at least 19 games a year featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 on ESPN Deportes. Continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus. And that is a foul. On the restart, Lima. And Toko. The drums of 8th Notch trying to get things started on a Thursday night in El Paso, Texas. Hope you're enjoying tonight's broadcast. We've got it all to ourselves this evening on on ESPN Plus, the only game of the USL Championship this evening. And if there is a winner tonight, that winner will be locked into the USL Championship playoffs in their inaugural season. A tie does neither of these teams any good. Gets them a point closer. They need 2 to lock up a berth. So not looking for the draw either one of these sides. Locomotive FC continuing to play its patient brand of soccer. Mark Lowry likes to move the ball side to side. Very technical, very European in his approach. Contreras, long switch to Kiffy. Kiffy to challenge. Stopping, starting. Into the box, looking for Kiesewetter, well covered. Man from Portland, Jamaica, capped many times by the Reggae Boys. That's what you get with a veteran lineup. You have a lot of guys who know how things work. They might get beaten from time to time. They know where things are coming from and where they're going to. Good restart. Fox. Soto gets the better of the former Bundesliga man. Kiffy trying to challenge straight ahead of the bounce to Ross. Locomotive FC maintaining possession. Contreras. The Argentinian tangoing his way through midfield. Velasquez. I don't know that he didn't answer. Velasquez knows it and draws a foul. Yuma and Contreras way back. But these are dangerous. You give any kind of angle at all on the restart. We've talked about it before. It's a scratch shot and pull. Contreras over the top. Not all the way. Looking for Intoko. Didn't clear the bold defense. They're trying the long switch. Rebellon to put it back into space for Yuma. And El Paso. Dominating possession in the early going. Bold can certainly strike quickly. But here is Kiffy. Tries a direct shot. .34-year-old Spaniard. He's going to draw the penalty. Bounces nicely for Okugo. And Bold FC will try to get the lifted into the box, trying to cross inside. Was Tromasi. Locomotive FC back up the left side, and it will be a throw-in for El Paso. Just like that. And that's interesting. Obviously, no VAR in USL Championship action is. That's interesting. No. Gustavo Ricci, another Brazilian. 21 years old, on loan from Cruzeiro. El Paso soccer fans might remember Cruzeiro. Then the defending Brazilian champions taking on Chivas de Guadalajara in an exhibition in the Sun Bowl. One of the most amazing goals I've ever seen scored live. Can't remember the young man's name from Cruzeiro. Lifted it in from beyond the halfway line. Basically from where Yuma restarted that. But on the other side of the field. Got the Chivas keeper napping. And there's another foul drawn. The physicality as Austin trying to. From this angle, you've got issues. That one again, not the altitude Contreras wanted. And the altitude. Tune into ESPN 3 Saturday, October the 19th. It's a special game of the week to close out the 2019 season. Home playoff match at stake. Real Monarchs SLC hosting Sacramento Republic. Here's a drive. That was hopeful. Season. Real Monarchs SLC, Sacramento Republic FC. The winner hosts a playoff match. The loser potentially goes to the play-in game. That's Saturday the 19th on ESPN 3. And more contact. Siramutin again. Getting tangled with Yuma again. He tries to get something started. There's a long restart. Gomez. Head back to the box in pursuit. Fredas with a quick throw in. Back up the field a bit. Rebellon try across. Bounced out and off the head of Reese. Into space. But Ross, a bit of a hard challenge, and I think he's just gotten the official warning. The referee, Mr. Luzier. Taking down Sean McFarland. He's been part of some of the Jamaican youth national teams. Now Nick Ross getting a little more from referee Luzier. Spoke to him before the match, a native of the province of Quebec. North to the south. Along the border of the United States. Long throw. Again, Locomotive FC just not allowing Bold to get anything going. Threw it out, but possession now for Taylor. Slipping his way wide, and that'll go over the back line for a corner kick to Amasi. Immediately challenging. 22-year-old Ghanaian will have some of the freshest legs for this Bold lineup. And he's been a bit to contend with on that right side. Another corner for Austin. Just into the 32nd minute here in El Paso, Texas. Temperatures in the mid-80s today, and absolutely gorgeous. Autumn afternoon in El Paso has given way to a nice, cool evening. Long cross, headed down, and it is a foul. Over the back goes Lima. And now Logan Ketterer looking for a little help to clear out Lima as another one of the Bold players is down. Over the top of Kiffy. And it's looking like it might be a shoulder injury. Go to Amasi. Let's see if we can see Tremasi. Let's see. Tangle with Andy Fox, looks like. That's actually McFarland. Sean McFarland. Has to head back to the sideline. But it doesn't look too serious. A lot of hockey body checking going on down in the box. Things do get physical. So Sean McFarland, just talking about him, won an NPSL championship with Miami FC. In 2018. He's been trying to belt his way through, and he holds enough ground to get it up to Rebellon. Back to Chiro and Toko. As Mark Lowry tries to draw him out. Fox skips a bit on Kiffy. Bold with possession. Good work by Tremasi. Kleber tries to push his way through to no avail. He is in Toko again. Will we point out the number of passes Locomotive FC string together? Sometimes I get a little surprised that the fans haven't started an Olay chant. This team loves to possess the ball. Here is Contreras. Room to roam for the Argentine. Up to Velasquez. There's Kiffy. Rolls one. It'll be a throw-in for El Paso. What do we have? Is going into the book. Something may have been spotted by the junior assistant. It is a yellow card to Callum Malice. That was entirely behind the play, but the first caution issued to the 35th, whatever it was enough to get, I think, the assistant referee's attention. I think that's Josh Haynes. And so, Malice goes into the book in minute 35. Scotsman. First to see yellow. A lot of hard fouls today. Something egregious enough to call the ER's attention to Mr. Ozu in the middle. Gomez. No way to front the net. Decides to go back, and here is Contreras. Better looking for a feed. Contreras thinks the better of that. Locomotive wants to switch it left. Running into space. That is offside. Flag is up. Into the 37th minute we go. Paso, as they usually do, dominating possession. It's interesting to note, the first time these teams met, ever, was back on April 21st in Austin. That was Easter Sunday. It was in the middle of the afternoon. And that's just about the time as they try the long switch. Ketterer has that one covered. Had to scramble a bit, but has it. It's about the time in South Texas where things get a little warm and muggy. Oh, it was definitely warm and muggy. Yuma tries the long ball to the middle. Looking but not finding Silva Velasquez. Both teams have assembled for a 0-0 draw at Bowl Stadium. Austin Old FC have not been scoreless in a match since July 19th. But it should be noted, as we talked about, bold, definitely bold. They lose bold, they win bold. That day they lost bold, 6-0 to Phoenix Rising FC. Kiesewetter, great moves. Kiesewetter crossing over, sending it across to Gomez, but a bit of a miscommunication. Look at the restart. Here's McFarland is back on the field. And the foul drawn by Gomez, who takes down the veteran Lima. Take a look at Jerome Kiesewetter. He's known as a finisher. Showing Mark Lowry. He can move in tight spaces too. Taylor. Bold, trying to get something moving. No smoke, so immediately snuffed out by Contreras and Brian Rebellon. Rebellon, the Colombian, up for Defender of the Year at USL Championship.com. Local fans can put in their votes. As a matter of fact, any fan who likes what they see from Brian Rebellon can put in their vote.
Locomotive defender. And that will be a foul on Sela Contreras. That's Clever. That's his feelings, we know. Locomotive trying to prevent the quick restart, it looks like. Malice bring it back to give it a little distance and start things to Silamut. Racing. Taylor. MLS veteran, last with Minnesota United a couple of seasons ago. That's rolled into space, but miscommunication on that left side. Alice trying to get something started with Josue Soto. It did not work. Locomotive. Give up possession here. Yuma leaning in to try and get that. Can't get the better of Okugo. It's a miss on a pass. Keeps the better. He thought somebody in blue was where they weren't. See that from time to time because things aren't sometimes that intricate. It's not like running a route for a wide receiver. And Mark Lowry, as you see there, I think a little upset with that last giveaway. Sometimes you don't know if that's the person passing the ball or somebody who didn't make it into space to receive it. They are well drilled in Mark Lowry's system. Austin Gold with possession, but having to go backward. Silamut. Restrepo. Miami native. Pointed out 2 seasons ago, goalkeeper of the year, and there was a foul. Good work by Ross to get in front of it. And forces Drumasi to drag him down. Locomotive want a quick restart. Into the 42nd minute. Kisaveta way back. Here's Leveyondo. Cross. That was hopeful. Lots of white jerseys waiting, and it was Reese's feet to find it. Play there. Allows the contact, and that's going to be a caution for Yuma. He was in a discussion. Marcelo Serrano on the sidelines. Yuma needs to watch it. It's a bit of an aside with Pierre-Luc Rozier. In the 42nd minute, it'll be Yuma going into the book. Well, we can assume Marcelo Serrano, who is from Brazil, knows some Spanish as well, as he is also receiving a talking tour from Mr. Rozier. Not a horrible spot to restart things for Callum Malice and Austin Bold FC. Delivered. Laid out by Antoko. It'll be a throw in for Austin. Bold FC. Bring over Josue Soto for the honors. In the 44th minute. Greasy. It's well seen by Reveillon, who puts it in touch. Soto. Soto will try a long cross, headed out of trouble by Antoko. Bold will keep possession. Good spell of possession here for the visitors. McFarland. Holding Gomez at bay. McFarland and a little interchange with Tumasi. Good work by Kiffy. Bold will learn to throw it. top of the box. Malice runs into Rebellon, no foul given. Tipped out in Togo in front. Perhaps advantage being played here. No signal from the referee. Along the left side, Seba Velasquez. Velasquez stopping, starting. Looking to the byline, crosses. One across to Gomez, who I don't think was ready for it. Huma trying to open things up. Decides the better of it. We'll send it to Rebellon. Rebellon. Cross bounces off of Soto and a 50 touch for El Paso. Fans like what they see as we're seconds away from seeing the stoppage time. There should be a couple of minutes anyway. Some injury stoppages. And the fourth official, Luis Quintana. 3 minutes. Seems about right. Ketterer. The low drive of the restart. Fleras did not bounce well. Well done by Soto, but Fleras sees his options. Out to Ross. Ross wants to just clear some air. Out for Kiffy now. Locomotive FC leading the USL Championship as they have all season long, just about, since teams really started separating themselves with passes completed. 86%, and that's where they've been most of the year. They've actually improved on that number as the season has progressed. The largest gap between any team in the USL Championship with their next closest rivals in terms of completed passing. No foul given here. Quisavera goes to ground. Fans wanted something on Josue Soto. Fleras. Velasquez. Velasquez winding up. Fires over the block. First real crack for El Paso. Will not be a shot on goal. He can certainly score those, but scooped it a bit. And a goal kick for Diego Restrepo. Just over a minute remaining. We're in half number one. A playoff berth on the line in El Paso, Texas. Fleras again getting that one away from Lima. And a foul called and another booking. Goodness gracious. Third booking of the first half, and this one goes to Austin's Amobio Kugo. In stoppage time. Seba Velasquez took the brunt of that. Well, he's been the water bug. Ball gets on his feet. Bad things happen for the Bozy. Workers decided in that. A pretty obvious foul, clipping the right heel, right ankle. And maybe a little more added on to stoppage time. As the Locomotive blows its horn, of course, Southwest University Park over the major freight rail line. We're in downtown El Paso, Texas. Fans love it when the real trains blow their horns. And that is it for half number one. Pierre-Luc Lausier blows his whistle. 0-0 at the half. With a playoff berth on the line, these teams go to the locker room. What does Mark Lowry have in store for the second half of action? El Paso certainly the better run of play in the second half. Marcelo Serrano also looks pretty happy as we take a look at a nearly full moon. Some first half highlights for you, Seba Contreras. Jerome Quisavera. And was that a handball? We'll talk about it more coming back after this.
Welcome back to Southwest University Park. At the half, the score: Locomotive FC 0, Austin Bold FC 0. You know, earlier this week, big man Chiro Ntoko earned Team of the Week honors for his performance last Wednesday versus Fresno FC. Get these stats: the Belgian defender, 58 of 59 passes, 4 out of 5 duels won, had 4 recoveries, but most importantly, got his first goal of the season to help El Paso get that dub.
That was good because we was playing good. We just needed a goal, and for me, it was nice and good feeling because that released a little bit the pressure on the team. So I'm happy that I scored that goal. Yeah.
We put a little bit more demands on our defenders in terms of getting up the field and marking and holding them accountable, and they've been phenomenal at it. Chiro steps up at an important moment against Fresno to put us in the lead. So if you've got a back four that can keep clean sheets and defend well, but also contribute at the other end when needed, I mean, that's just a great situation to be in. And like I said, they've been fantastic. We've got 3 more games left, and I believe they're going to continue to keep that level of performance up, because if we can keep keeping clean sheets and defend the way we are, it gives us a great chance of winning games.
It's good. It's a good feeling, then I can see, that my work on the pitch is value, so that's good.
Ntoko did not play Saturday versus Reno. He is fresh for tonight's game, where one of these teams, if they get a win, will be securing a playoff berth. Currently the score 0-0. El Paso Locomotive FC, Austin Bold FC. We'll be back with scores right after this.
Rips it in, finds the back post, what a finish!
All these experiences are new, and the new experience is always the most exciting because it's something that you've never been a part of before. And I think that's one of the biggest draws of Greenville is to come in and to be a part of the beginning of something great.
Well, Greenville has officially been awarded a professional soccer team.
There is a big soccer presence in the upstate, and they just needed a team to rally behind. It's like, oh wow, like this is actually, this is real. And I still didn't really grasp how big it was going to be.
Racing the other way. Cuts it back. Good look. Shot coming. And then Carlos Gomez, his 4th in 2 matches. And does that seal the deal on the 3 points for the triumph?
A club is more than just the players, coaches, and front office. It's the fans. It's a whole club. We're new. No one really knows what we're about. They don't know, what we have to offer, and showing them that we offer more than just 90 minutes a week, on a Friday or Saturday night, says everything.
He's going to go at goal. Shot and goal! That has to be on the goal of the week. With the bicycle! You see that cover. Great save by Butler on the goal line. Beautiful strike. Are you
kidding? A gorgeous evening in El Paso, Texas. Welcome back to Southwest University Park. Not so gorgeous a game, but scoreless so far. Locomotive FC holding their own, and Austin Bold FC 0-0 right now here in El Paso. Let's check out some of the scores from Tuesday and Wednesday in the USL Championship. Nashville SC with a 2-1 win over Louisville City FC. That is a big one in the East. Swope Park Rangers in Ottawa, or Ottawa Fury 2. That is a home game for Swope Park. They lose at 2-1. Atlanta United, a big win, 5-2 over Bethlehem Steel. Loudon United FC, 4-3 winners over St. Louis FC. Hartford Athletic, 4-0 over Birmingham Legion. And Real Monarchs SLC, the only one out west earlier this week, 2-0 over Orange County SC. That is a big result for both of these teams here trying to earn a playoff berth. Fourth place is still on the line in the USL Championship's Western Division. As we take a look at the standings right now, Phoenix Rising FC, they're heads and shoulders above everybody. Nobody's unseating them from their first place spot. Reno 1868 FC, though, as you see in the West, has an opportunity to unseat Fresno for second position. And Real Monarchs SLC, a big win, as we told you, over Orange County. That vaults them 1 point ahead of Sacramento Republic for that fourth spot, first round bye. Sacramento Republic, though, nipping at their heels with 48 points, followed by Orange County SC. Austin Bold, again, with one more win than El Paso. That is why they are in 7th, and El Paso is in 8th. Though Locomotive FC has a goal differential of +5 to Austin's +3. LA Galaxy, 32 wins, or 32 games played, 11 wins in the season, 44 points. An in 10th spot. New Mexico United with a draw gets back into the playoff hunt at 42 points. A wild and woolly rest, and things may go down to the final day just to see how everything plays out right now. 0-0 here at the half. Once again, as we are just about 5 minutes away from the restart here in El Paso, Texas. 0-0. Let's take a look at the half. Mike, you know, we told you about Chiro's Team of the Week honors earlier. Another member of Locomotive FC squad is up for individual awards. Brian Rebellon is in the running for Defender of the Year. That's something you can vote for USL Championship at uslchampionship.com. The Colombiano talked about his possible honors.
I'm feeling really happy because the team is working well. I really don't focus on my personal performance. I just try to do the best I can in every game and help the team, because at the end of the day, that's the most important part.
Here's a step in and a goal. Brian Rebellon, welcome to the goal-scoring column.
He's been fantastic. Seeing his maturity from my time I had with him in Jacksonville and learning the position, it's been just fantastic. He's a key member of this team and keeping the defensive clean sheets.
We have the best defensive record in the West now. We've conceded the least amount of goals in the whole conference, which is a great achievement. 13 clean sheets. And like I said, it's been with injuries, but now you've got guys like Memo stepping in for Brian when Brian's out.
Unfortunately, yeah, I suffered some injuries that I think some stuff that you cannot avoid while you're playing soccer, you know, just unfortunately. But thank God we have a good team that helped me out to be back on the field as soon as possible and on my best shape. So I'm really happy for that, because I could contribute with the team. Individual awards come together, but like I've said before, the team is first, the team is more important, and if that's going to help the team to get the result and to make the playoffs and go further, it's more than welcome.
Absolutely huge contributions down the stretch after returning from injury. Brian Rebellon up for Defender of the Year. As we check the storylines around the USL Championship, Rebellon, mid-season candidate for the same award. You can help him win the overall award by voting at uslchampionship.com. Brian Rebellon. Chiro and Toko, Team of the Week. The El Paso defender scored a goal, 58 of 59 passes, as we told you, 4 out of 5 duels won, 4 recoveries, an absolutely stellar game in defeating Fresno FC, which again is second place in the Western Conference. And don't forget the final home match of the season, Portland Timbers 2. That is going to happen this Tuesday, October the 15th, as El Paso closes out the regular season home schedule at 7 p.m. Let's take a look at the first half statistics here from El Paso as you take a look at the bridge overlooking I-10 down into Southwest University Park. Passing accuracy, as you might expect, 85% for El Paso, 63% plus. That's 64% if you're rounding up. But 64% of the possession to Austin Bold's 37%. Just absolutely amazing effort by El Paso, but again, no goals. This has kind of been the story of the year for Locomotive FC. They are a little bit better at doing this in the second half. Let's see what they've got as both of these teams, once again, win, and they are in to the USL Championship playoff picture in their very first season of existence. 0-0 at the half, back with second half action when we return right after this. Nil-nil at the half as we get ready for half number 2 here in El Paso, Texas. Let's take a look at the first half highlights, as Callum Malice got things going early for Austin Bold FC. A little challenge, spilled a bit by Logan Ketterer, cleared away by Chiro and Toko, but the Scotsman sees an opportunity to let her rip and does exactly that. I don't think that quite bounced where Logan Ketterer wanted it to go, but it is out. Seva Contreras, beautiful pass to Ross, but it skips up on him and it's cleared away. El Paso's Scotsman, a little unhappy with himself. Take a look at this, though, from Jerome Kiesewetter. Kiesewetter has been a little bit of everywhere in this field. Seen him play in midfield, off here from the left. Tried a good crack at it. And here is Ross. Good opportunity. Everybody had their eyes on Ross, who thought he got fouled, but Sena Velasquez in the meantime. Was that a handball on Jermaine Taylor? Well, there is no VAR in the USL Championship. We will not know. But I think the referee, honestly, as everybody else in the stadium and yours truly were all keeping an eye on Nick Ross, who was brought down in the area. We're just about ready to start things up for half number 2 here in El Paso. And a sub to start things. Chris Tupak, we told you at the beginning of the broadcast that bad things travel in nines for Austin Bold. That isn't good. Andre Lima, 12 goals. He's number 99. Kleber, number 9 with 11 goals. And Chris Tupak, number 19 with 9, or rather 8 goals in the season. The third leading scorer for this Bold team that can put the ball in the back of the net. And he is on the field. Dripping Springs, Texas native. To start this second half of play. As Marcelo Serrano looking for some fresh legs and some attacking play. Early possession here as we restart the second half again. A playoff berth on the line for both of these teams. A draw does neither one of them any good, at least in securing a playoff berth. They need 2 points. So only a win and 3 points would get them there. Work by Ross. And Gomez, a little shirt tug, and that's going to be a foul. Austin Bold content to leave a little extra in. The Locomotive players certainly
and Pierre-Luc Lozier know their feelings on the subject. Valerie Saramutin, who committed the foul, has been in a bunch of those tonight. Rebellon. Velasquez, lots of room. They'll let him travel right to left. Kiffy back into the middle. Velasquez. Gomez not able to come up with that. Didn't see Gomez a whole lot in half number one. Flashes here and there. Keeps it way out wide. Contreras, the switch. And it'll roll in touch for Austin. Maybe a bit too ambitious. Gomez out to apply some pressure on McFarland. Austin tries the long switch with the same result. Mark Lowry always putting in halftime adjustments. How will that manifest itself on the pitch today? We'll find out. Flores a little too much to deal with. Here is Kleber. Saramutin tried to dart one across, didn't work. Kleber again. Missed on that pass. Here's Rebellon into the middle. Velasquez. Lots of room. Velasquez, top of the box, gets taken down. Sits back up again. Keeps it to his feet. Keeps it, but it rolls one in. It is Ross. Trying to get that one to work. Turning. Firing to no avail. Gomez over the back line. Corner kick. Unbelievable effort. The ball tantalizing on every Locomotive forward player's foot, it seemed. No one can turn the fire. Kiffy there at the last. Finally bounced off of Soto. It will be another corner for El Paso. Kiffy will do the honors. In swinger. Bounced up high and cleared away. Good work by Gomez, but throwing from El Paso as Tupac. See, this was this one over the sideline, touchline, not the back line. Throwing off for Austin, which draws the hoots and the hollers of some of the fans over there in that corner. This week, U.S. Soccer and Think Taylor are working on to promote concussion education during Concussion Awareness Week from October 6th through October the 15th. The two organizations, Think Taylor and U.S. Soccer, asking everyone to take the hashtag TTPledge and hope that everyone involved with the game become more aware of concussion symptoms and recovery. How about that effort? Velasquez firing wide. A little hopeful for a setup. Visit recognizetorecover.org for more information. There's Taylor Twellman. Concussions basically in his career, has done an awful lot in his retirement for the ESPN analyst to raise the awareness of head injuries in soccer. Solid work by Lima. Still in play. And it'll come, Saramutin. Handled though well. Lima. Flores will be whistled for the foul and a free kick coming for Austin. As Contreras takes down Okubo. Almost from the middle of the pitch. Lowry looking like he's saying to Richard Ryan, hey, you sure you don't want to go in? As we pointed out, the veteran Irishman dealing with a broken bone in his leg, already back in training. And if you saw the replay, Richie Ryan got a piece of somebody, gets a yellow card, helps the other guy out because it looked like he took the worst of it. Well, that was the play. Asila Velasquez challenging here, and all they can do is roll it into touch. Gustavo Risi first to the scene. Quick restart. We'll talk about Richie Ryan here in a bit. Velasquez, top of the box. Lifted out of trouble by Taylor. Andy Fox. Ross. Back from Velasquez to Ross. And now they'll switch it. By the veteran Spaniard, and that draws the contact as Perez is dumped by Clayton. And a caution issue. The referee thought that was a little too deliberate. Kleber didn't look like he was really challenging anything, just hung out a leg. And Mr. Lozier spots that one right away. So into the book goes Kleber Giacomazzi, the team captain, 53rd minute caution issue. We'll take a look at this one again. Yep. He didn't even bother going for the ball. Come on, man. Sorry, buddy, I had to do it. Well, he earns a caution for his efforts. Another substitution coming into the party. Frenchman. On the pitch. Thomas De Velarde, during the yellow card, did make his way onto the field. The 6'1" veteran Frenchman. By Rebellon to put this one in touch for Malice. Rebellon had to get that one right, and he does. Rebellon again. Last this one. Another throw in for Austin. Mr. Lozier with some words with Mark Lowry and some of the Austin folks about where exactly the throwing should take place, I'm guessing. It's not a bad long stab. Wanting the ball played back to him is Lima. Into the box it goes, and Toko heads it out of trouble. Good effort by McFarland. When we go so far, it's about 25 downtown. Picked it up by Ketterer. Touch for El Paso. Trying to keep it in play along that touch line with Sean McFarland. They got the first stab. Wasn't able to get the second. Did Ketterer touch this? Yep. With the fingertips. If they let it go over the byline, would have been a corner kick. Instead, it's a throw in for El Paso. Locomotive trying to play out of the back and just lost. Andre Lima. That's a good takeaway. A good dangle by De Velarde, fresh legs. And it's a goal kick. He lost it over the back line. Good effort to cover Brian and Ross. A reminder to tune into ESPN 3 Saturday, October 19th, a special game of the week to close out 2019 on ESPN. Home playoff match at stake. Real Monarchs SLC, Sacramento Republic FC. The winner hosts a playoff match. The loser potentially goes to the play-in. Here's Austin. Flag stays down. Cross to nowhere. Turpak, he's got 4 apples this season, along with his 8 goals. That sailed on him. An easy throw-in coming for El Paso. Once again, that ESPN3 Game of the Week, Saturday, October the 19th, to close out the national games of the week on the worldwide leader. It's a big win in the West. The throw into Lima. Austin, dangerous and around the area. He'll try one, lifted straight into Ketterer. On the long restart, controlled by Bold. Kleber. Lifted in, Chero Toko hits that one out. And gets tangled up in the process. Devilade. It'll be a corner kick though. And Austin Gold. Not a bad run to start the second half. If El Paso can weather the storm. We have yet to see the lung buster. Omar Salgado is on the bench. This one will be tipped away. Ketterer with a great save off of Lima, who got a noggin to it. Over the back line, goal kick. What an effort by Logan Ketterer. Chipped in beautifully. Lima right on target. But Ketterer saw it all the way through. Logan Ketterer, 12 clean sheets in the season, tied for second in the USL Championship. Here's our answer. We talk about the lung-busting runs of Omar Salgado. In he comes in the 59th minute to replace Sela Contreras. So 30 minutes to run wild for the El Paso left wing. Native El Pasoan, top pick of the 2011 MLS draft by Vancouver Whitecaps. Injuries beset his career. He's played for Mexico through Major League Soccer. The only El Pasoan to be selected first in any professional draft ever. That honor goes to El Paso's number 9, Omar Salgado. And he is in to do work on the left wing, it appears. That is usually the case. And one of the Bull players goes down in a heap after trying to get it off of Salgado's feet. Seth McFarland, he is not feeling well. Second appearance of the night for Laisa Aguilar. I don't know if that's still, it may still be his arm. Let's see. And it's that left arm. And it didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact or anything, but that gave him trouble in the first half. Will Marcelo Serrano have to use his final substitution for Seth McFarland, the Jamaican native. 26 years old, has been dealing with that arm, shoulder injury. I think he just waved off the sub. Omar Salgado. Take a look at the first half injury for McFarland. Again, this was, I believe, on a restart. Off the corner kick. A bit tangled up with Andy Fox, who just leans in. Not a whole lot there either time. But Salgado, on this one, really didn't look like he touched him. But if it's sensitive, obviously, you're going to have troubles with it. Chiro and Toko over the top, looking for Kisa Garuda, bounce to Salgado. Salgado ready to go to work. And Salgado by his man, and that is a great, great defensive effort by Seth McFarland. Still going. He waved off the sub, said Coach Serrano. You don't need to bring anyone in for me, and he just showed why. Great challenge by McFarland, otherwise Salgado was around to put it across just about wherever he wanted. Okugo. Third one by Tupac, but missed on the pass and a throw in for El Paso. Rebellon. Yuma from Velasquez. Not seen a whole lot of Cesar Velasquez in the second half. Here's Salgado. He'll switch it to him and let the man go to work. Salgado. He's trying to draw some pressure, maybe waited a bit too long. Here's Kiffin. But the volume raises every time he touches the ball and starts darting up that left wing. Locomotive fans know what they want to see and know what he's capable of. Here's Fox. Ross and Kiffin. Into space for Salgado, ready to go to work. McFarland up and run. Salgado's going to get it. Salgado lifted off the cross and cleared away from the middle by Jermaine Taylor. They'll try it from the right side this time. Velasquez. Chipped it in. Off the chest, up high. Gomez straight into the waiting arms of Restrepo. Get the touch any way you can. That's a shot on net. Just off the top of the head. Chase. That's off target. With a challenge, a man out of his net, why not? There's Gomez. A good work by Ross, gets a toe in, but it's controlled. Kleber skates away from trouble. Chipped in the cross. Looking to fire. Tupac has to go back. The cross again to no one in particular. Really sure what Soto spotted, but his shot was just off target. They'll give it away right to Salgado. Trying to keep it in play, it bounces straight to El Paso's number 9. The switch, Velasquez to challenge. El Paso trying to keep him on the run. Cross in, Rebellon, too far. For the goal kick over the back line. Too far for Rebellon on the throw-in. Gomez taken down. Throw-in for Austin as Kleber tries to work it between two defenders. If somebody can break through, we're in the final 25 minutes of this match, plus stoppage time, it would mean assuring a playoff berth. Both of these first-year franchises looking to break through in year number 1. Cusavetta learns to throw in. Again, way out of his normal spot. He's usually the target man, but they have brought him out wide to get him some touches. Here's Velasquez to Yuma. pitch to Giffey. Will cross it. Looking for the header, just missing wide. Josue Aron Gomez went all the way to ground to get his head to that. That's touched over the back line, and they're going to call it a goal kick. It should be a corner. Wow. That is missed by the assistant referee. Estepo got a touch to it. Locomotive and Gomez plead their case, and now we're going to get a stoppage as the referee, Luc Lozier, will go talk it over with Diego Blas, who keeps pointing to the corner flag. Was he overruled at first? And maybe that they never saw it. I'll be interested to see, but the assistant referee is now pointing to the corner flag. And it'll be James Giffey on to take the corner. Well, Austin's upset, but the replay is pretty clear. And this is what should be. I don't know what the miscommunication was between Luc Lozier and Diego Blas, but it is correct in the end. It will be a corner kick, fifth of the match for El Paso. Giffey with a far post and a foul on El Paso negates everything. Well, that was interesting. Communication is good. There's not a whole lot of communication there. They originally called it goal kick. But then you see Diego Blas right there just waiting. Here's Salgado. He's going to take a rip. And it's right. Salgado 3 goals on the season. He can score from that kind of range, but is not able to steer it on frame. Each team with 3 shots on target. The Locomotive FC 3 block shots. Lost to handle, some good defensive line by Tupac. Good possession by Tupac. Foul called on Rebellion. Bit of a hold on Kleber. That'll force the restart. We're in the 70th minute. El Paso brought in Omar Salgado. He's had a couple of opportunities up and down that wing. That is what he does, and they're trying to restart it here. Good work by Giffey to intercept that. It's the better of sending it up. They'll switch it long. Straight to the cup of Rebellion. It's a good interception by Soto. And El Paso will have possession. Fans trying to start things up here in El Paso, Texas tonight. It has not been as smooth a second half as it was the first. Locomotive dominating with 65% of the possession, about 60% now in the game to Austin's 40. So Bird FC have had a little better of a run of play in the second half than the first, but how about the Hostiles? Ducks away from pressure. Seba Velasquez lifting it over. Gomez doesn't settle the way he wants. Right there to get out of trouble is Reese. No foul. Lima takes a seat. And here goes Ross off to the races, Giffey. Important work there by Trumasi. Ross, though, backward header, nods it back to Englishman Randy Fox and to Yuma. He's a winger, a forward, has settled into the center back role quite well. Got one handball, he called for it, right in front of the referee. He says play on. Good work there by the Spaniard. Chips it away from Kleber, and out it will come for Salgado. Kleber just gives up. Kleber's walking back, Salgado with it. Kiffy, I don't know if he's hurt, he might be. And he's down, he decides to take a seat. Salgado in the meantime, chips one far post and just over. And the Cats away in a nice little play. Salgado trying to find the right upper 90. And finally they'll come over to take a look at Kleber. Got stuck in, and I think he's just trying to walk things off. 26-year-old Brazilian. Certainly sparked a better showing in the second half than in the first for Austin Gold FC. Ross intervenes there, but it pops up. Young, great work. Velasquez. Contreras. Got it. Gomez skipping away from trouble. Out it comes for Salgado. Kisa goes wide to the left. Little step over. Kisa taken down in the area. And penalty is the call. Jerome Kisa draws a huge penalty decision. Taken down in the play by Sean McFarlane. But it happened right in front of Pierre-Luc Loziero, referee. Gets a piece of the ball, but also gets a piece of Jerome Kiesewetter. It appeared to me that McFarlane did some pretty darn good work there, but no dispute that the leg left in will be taken advantage of by Kiesewetter. And the Austin Gold team seems to be pointing back toward Marcelo Serrano and the bench. They want a substitution. Now 10 is not, number 10 about ready to come in, Francis Atuahene, but he is not in yet. And I think that's been called off at least until the penalty. They are trying to bring in the third substitution, Francis Atuahene. That appeared to be what Gold FC wanted to have happen, just to delay things and stick it down a little bit to no avail. And it will be Sebastián Velasquez looking for his second goal of the season against Diego Restrepo.
Velasquez, long run up. In it goes! 1-0 Locomotive in the 76th minute. A huge penalty for Seba Velasquez. A huge goal for Locomotive FC. A little hide and go seek behind the net. For the man from Medellin. Blowing hearts to his family. To his fans. 1-0 Locomotive FC. A long run up, and he gets Restrepo to guess the wrong way. Second of the season for the Colombiano. And what a story that young man has had. He's not that young anymore, but absolutely one of the most striking playmakers of the season, as they will now bring in for Austin Bold, number 16, George Acosta for Amubio Kugo. George Acosta, Miami native. So Georgia Costa coming on to replace Omubio Kugo, who has had a couple of important interventions, but that is the third and final substitution for Marcelo Serrano. Into the box it goes, and a foul and a caution issued to Andre Lima. Things are getting physical, and the Brazilians not happy with the call. 78th minute caution issued to Andre Lima. As we pointed out at the top of the broadcast, already missing Javier Baez due to yellow card accumulation. Okugo. Who already has received a yellow, will also be suspended for his next match for Austin Bold FC. Now he comes in minute 76. So Bold trying to make it work. And I will tell you what, it is not crisp for Austin tonight. It is really not crisp. That just put over the touchline by Reese. He missed. Here comes Ross. Kiesewetter. Salgado dummies it. Kiesewetter in a chase with McFarland, and foul whistled. Did I see Lozier shrug? It's taken down by Kiesewetter, does McFarland, looks for the foul, and finally the referee blows his whistle and shrugs. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Again, no finish, over the byline it goes, and a goal kick now for El Paso. McFarland, a couple of number 17s dueling in the back there. And Pierre-Luc Lozier. Waiting for Locomotive FC to start things up here in the 80th minute. I don't think I've ever seen a referee shrug after making a foul call. It seems to me to be a very French thing to do. I'm not sure. No foul here. And room for James Kiffey to get things started. Back for Velasquez. And with Gomez, Velasquez forcing Austin to come chase him. He does that well. Well, that's a miss. That was not crisp. 81st minute now. Locomotive with a big 1-0 lead. Will this be enough to vault them in, or will Austin Bold have an answer? 10 minutes and some change left over in this one. Glad you're with us on a Thursday night from El Paso. Sean McFarland. Long into the box. Oh, right to the foot, and in it goes, the equalizer. What a goal by Kleber. Strike it, Andre Lima. Over the top to equalize in the 81st. I got a quick answer to my question. Look at this ball, though, from McFarland. And Toko tries to play it with a head, nowhere near, and Lima. Maybe the easiest finish he'll have all night. And Lima holding up the number 11 jersey. You know what? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, and applauds the 8th notch who applaud him for holding up the jersey of Promise Isaac. And a caution issued after all of that in the 82nd. It appears to Di Velarde. Well, the Brazilian Andre Lima holds up the jersey. Of Promise Isaac. And draws the applause from the 8th notch. You appreciate it, though it was an equalizer. That's tough to swallow for El Paso fans, but Promise Isaac, such an important part of this bold FC lineup for the many months he was a part of it, but again, passing away much too young at the age of 30 after working out at his home in Austin. You're thinking it might be a heart condition. You just never know. But that was for Promise, and Andre Lima delivers on his promise, evening the match at 1. Alexi Bassetti will replace Jerome Kiesewetter. Here in minute 83. Is there another late winner? If there is, it will not be the German-American forward who scores it. Punched away by Logan Ketterer. But out it'll come to McFarland, who's still going. Tries that cross, and it'll be blasted into touch by Omar Salgado. Sean McFarland has soldiered on. He has been dealing with that arm issue all night. Still a long throw in. Bounced wide, up high. It will be set over the bar by Tierpak. But the 8th notch trying to keep the drumbeat going for the home team. A tie does nobody any good. Just edges both of these teams 1 point closer. But the equalizer from Andre Lima in the 81st minute. All the work done, though, by Sean McFarland, who, arm injury or not, delivered an absolute beauty of a cross that Lima only had to touch home. That's a hard foul. Velasquez taken down by Soto. Yuma. Velasquez. Salgado ready to go to work again. Salgado to the byline. Gets the cross to the far post. It goes over everybody's head. Rebellon will keep it in play.
Find it.
Throwing for Austin. Good work on the touch line by Tierpak. Earns his team a big throw-in. Again, a throw-in for Austin, or for El Paso, because Austin just missed on a pass. It has not been great, but it might be good enough for the visitors here in El Paso. Locomotive earning the throw. Rebellon once again up for Defender of the Year, one of 3 finalists in the USL Championship. You'll see his personal stats and vote for him at uslchampionship.com. We'll give and go with his fellow Colombian. Gomez back to Yuma. Kiffing. Salgado. Back to Ross. Yuma in the middle. Switch into space. Looking for Rebellon. Tierpak. Important intervention. Wow. Bassetti taken down. Lima recognizes that that was not the thing to do, and that was just obvious. He is very fortunate if he doesn't get his second yellow right here. Little hand slap with a referee. That draws the boos from the crowd. But Andre Lima, that's, say what you will. We'll try to call it as down the middle as we can, but that was a yellow. Just hooked him. Earning a yellow in the 78th. That would have been his second in 8 minutes. The play on. Here's Bassetti on the restart. Chipped into the box. Headed back out of trouble. Soto. Bassetti, the long blast, easily picked up by Restrepo. Into the 88th minute we go. How much stoppage time will there be? Doesn't seem to have been much in the way of injuries or interventions or stoppages in this second half as there were, at least as many as there were in the first. But we'll see soon enough. Does this match have a game winner? Josue Aron Gomez on loan from, as you could say, Locomotive sister city, sister squad, a part of the Mountain Star Sports Group. FC Juarez Bravos, of course, now a part of Liga MX. That's a good throw in. Trying to turn and fire, Logan Ketterer intervenes. Good thought by Ima Tumasi. Tumasi trying to chip that one in for a waiting Andre Lima. Locomotive FC a little bit more disjointed in this second half. Austin Bold, for the sloppiness of this game, has had better possession, and they have equalized on the road. So the road scoring streak continues for Bold FC again. 19th of July, the last time they did not score a goal in any game they have played away from Bold Stadium. Yuma. Good work on Kleber. But still in possession for Austin Bold. Here's the cross. The far side, lifted back by Tumasi. Chiro Ntoko blasts it out of trouble. But it is Austin's turn. They elect to go back. Risi will not bring it forward. We'll send it back for Restrepo. In the 90th minute we go. And we are hearing 3 minutes of stoppage, so much the same as it was in the first half. Not nearly as smooth for Locomotive FC, but not smooth for Bold FC at all. That's good work by Rebellon, who's still down. Oh, that is not good to see. He got it clear, and they'll stop play. And Stuart Wright on for the second time tonight. And that is not what Mark Lowry, Locomotive, wants to see. Brian Rebellon clutching his left knee. Locomotive FC, as the fourth official, Luis Quintana, does signal 3 minutes of stoppage time. As we were saying, El Paso does have another substitution to give. But Rebellon, up under his own steam, will have to take a break. But that man, you cannot say he has not given everything for his team. Long up the field in Toko. Yuma darts that one into space, and right there on it is Gomez. Solid shift by Gomez, who draws the foul as well. From start to finish for Josue Aron Gomez, we pointed out on loan from FC Juarez Bravos. But Gomez with 4 big goals this season. Here's a long restart all the way to Restrepo. Who's in no hurry to get this one going again. will be certainly happy with a road point. And foul called on the far side against Bassetti. I believe that is Soto. Indeed it is, Josue Soto. And into the final minute of stoppage time. Unless Monsieur Lozier wishes to extend the festivities a little more. Everybody up for Restrepo. Rebellon back out there. Velasquez trying to toe it up, but in front of it was Soto. They'll switch it out to the dangerous feet of Sean McFarland. He'll whip one, top of the box, headed out of trouble by Yuma. And straight to the middle of the field. Salgado. And there will be a caution issued to Soto as he drags Velasquez down to the turf. Strike that. Gomez. Soto in the 90th with the yellow. So a restart for El Paso. And everybody up for the home team. Seconds remaining in this one. And again, if both of these teams split the points, neither one assures themselves of a playoff berth. Taken instead from the back by Kiffey. Drops him nicely. Chipped in. Cleared away by Austin. Only so far as Yuma. Salgado on the right. To the byline, and that was not what he wanted. And that is it for this one. A point apiece, a goal apiece, and nobody's happier. Both of these teams escaping with the draw. For Locomotive FC, their 11th of the season, 47 points for both Austin and Locomotive. So both of these teams will stay right where they are. 7th for Austin Bold FC, 8th for Locomotive FC. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about it, show you some highlights and plenty more as we continue. You're watching Locomotive Soccer on ESPN Plus.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.
Welcome back to Southwest University Park in El Paso, Texas. They're setting up the fireworks for the fans here tonight. They didn't see much on the field, but each of these teams will have a point and edge ever closer to a playoff berth in their inaugural seasons. 1-1, Locomotive FC and Bold FC. Let's take a look at the highlights from this evening's game. And El Paso, first on the board. Seba Velasquez in the 75th minute scores the penalty. Eighth Notch happy. Mark Lowry not happy because this was next. In the 81st minute, Andre Lima, and lifts the jersey of Promise Isaac in front of the fans. Gets applause from Eighth Notch, and he gives them applause in return. That's the way it would finish up at 1 apiece. So, each of these teams with 47 points, they don't move in position in the Western Conference. Austin Bold is 1 place ahead in 7th spot in the West by virtue of the fact they have 13 wins to Locomotive's 12. The goal differential favors Locomotive FC 5 to the plus to 3 for Austin. But Locomotive FC in 8th place right now with 47 points. And they've got an opportunity to clinch things next Tuesday versus Timbers 2. To wrap up the home season, we certainly hope you've enjoyed it tonight. Your final score, Locomotive FC 1, Austin Bold FC 1. For our crew, I'm Duke Keith. So long, everybody.